everybody, welcome to the 18 Minutes Podcast. I'm Satyal.
And I'm Silwal, and we're a weekly podcast on the Himalayas. If you've seen the episode title, it's called Beards and Bicycles, and Satyal and I have no idea what it is.
Just that it sounds cool, that's all that we know.
We usually bring in guests because they have amazing content, and we just love the name of this group, right? So let's just bring in the person who's been in that group for some time now, and just ask him about Beards and Bicycles.
Okay, so welcome, Rajat Kharka. Woohoo!
Thank you guys, thank you Satyal, thank you Silwal. It's very good to be here, and I'm from the group called Beards and Bicycles.
Mm-hmm.
And let's talk about bikes. Let's talk about do not talk about beers.
As I can see, and you guys cannot see, these guys don't properly have some beards. We're gonna have some pictures, and I'm the only one who's eligible for this group, I guess.
But what is this group about, basically?
Well, basically, we have a group. It's a group of 4 junkies. Not exactly junkies, but I mean, it's सबैजना आफ्नो फिल्डको केटाहरू हो. अनि we just made a group where we just do mountain biking stuff, and we travel around and explore a lot of trails inside KTM, outside KTM, outskirt of KTM actually.
Mm-hmm.
And every weekends, and we just have fun. There you are.
That sounds a lot of fun, but for someone like me who has no beard,
he's still trying to hit puberty.
And no bicycle. No bicycle. Silwal has no bicycle as well. How can we get into this group? Can beginners join in?
Yeah, sure, of course. Usually we go on weekends, so there are a lot of people, who really want to go out and पछि, outdoor activities गरौँ भनेर त्यो plansले चाहिँ they come up. So everybody's welcome. Mm-hmm. And accordingly त्यही अनुसार we plan for them. And talking about bikes, we go to a lot of places. Like first my starting गर्ने भनेको it's Silwal National Park. That's our second home actually,
Silwal's too.
Yeah.
But let's not go into the details.
Silwal goes for
for peace people.
Yeah, एकदम tranquil.
Peace of mind.
What we do is usually so for the beginners we usually go to the national park. तर start गर्दाखेरि चाहिँ अब सबैलाई सजिलै हुन्छ भन्ने त छैन. सो बिस्तारै हामी चाहिँ फर्स्टमा त केटिएमको आउटस्कर्टहरूतिरै लान्छ जहाँ चाहिँ देयर नो मोर हुन्छ नि धेरै अपहिल्सहरू नभएको ठाउँहरू चाहिँ त्यस्तो चाहिँ होइन. अनि वरिपरि चाहिँ नि सर्कलतिर हेर्दाखेरि चाहिँ नि पहिला चाहिँ नि रिङ रोडबाटै स्टार्ट गरौँ न भनेर त्यसरी स्टार्ट हुन्छ कि. अनि बिस्तारै बिस्तारै लेभल बढ्दै जान्छ, अनि पछि त्यहाँबाट स्ट्यामिना बढ्दै जान्छ, अनि पछि ओके अब चाहिँ नि लेट्स हिट समथिङ बिग भनेर चाहिँ नि अब त्यही हो सिलगढी नेसनल पार्क भनेर जुन मैले भने अघि मेन्सन गरेँ त्यहाँ वी गो द्याट. सो त्यहाँ चाहिँ नि अब अलिकति चाहिँ नि अब स्किल्सहरूदेखि डेभलप गर्ने, अनि देयर आर टेक्निकल ट्रेल्सहरू छ, अनि जङ्गल ट्रेल्सहरू छ, देयर आर मड राइड्स, नाइट राइड्स भनेर हामी त्यसरी अर्गनाइज गरेर हुन्छ. अनि त्यो ठाउँमा जाँदाखेरि चाहिँ नि इट्स अ प्लेस टु बी फर्स्ट थिङ. अनि अर्को कुरा चाहिँ नि बिगिनरबाट स्टार्ट गर्दाखेरि चाहिँ नि शिवपुरीबाट स्टार्ट गरेपछि त्यस्तो गाह्रो ट्रेल्सहरू पनि छैन. इट्स रियली फन. अनि एक्चुली साइकल चलाउनै नआउनेहरूलाई चाहिँ अलिकति गाह्रो हुन्छ.
You're not even getting in the group. You don't have a beard.
And I don't know how to say a cyclist.
You've already made a lot of cyclists.
I'm sorry to cut you guys short, but you're talking about how you survived Ring Road, you've survived everything because it's like so damn polluted there.
Let's not say Ring Road, तर अब हुन्छ नि भित्रको बाटो.
Okay, that sounds much better because I don't want to cycle in the Ring Road trail.
अनि त्यसपछि चाहिँ नि अब लेभल बढ्दै गएपछि नि लेट्स गो समवेयर एल्स भन्ने प्लानहरू हुँदै जान्छ. अनि पछि युजुअली विकेन्ड्समा चाहिँ हामी Sivapuri, there's Nagarjuna National Park, there's Nagarkot Trails, Kakani, there are Bhimdunga, Ramkot area, a lot of places. And this person, if you go for level 3, level 4, whatever.
Okay. So let's say after recording this podcast, Silwal is pissed with me and he wants to prove that he can ride a cycle and he wants to go this alone without you guys.
Oh shit!
How difficult would that be? If somebody's like, okay, this sounds fascinating. I want to explore. Look that up on Google. I want to do this on my own. Is it easy that way, or is it easier with a group? How does it work?
Okay, first thing, Nepalma, you don't get lost. All right.
Good for you, man.
I mean, the next thing is plan गरेर जाँदाखेरि. Yeah, it's easy to go solo ride गर्नु पनि. It's really fun. You just need a map, हैन? GPS बुझ्नु पर्यो. Second thing, spare tubes, tires, हैन?
That sounds a lot of work.
So Satyal, would you mind going with me? I want you to carry the cubes
He's
and tires.
gonna make me carry the damn cycle.
एन्ड अलिकति बाइक मेकानिजम्सहरू हुनु पऱ्यो होइन अब इफ यु गेट अ फ्ल्याट टायर के गर्ने भन्ने त त्यो आइडिया हुनु पऱ्यो नि त सो त्यो बाइक चाहिँ नि नेपाली पिपल हुन्छ नि अब उनीहरू सबैजना फ्रेन्डली छ सो दस नो बिग डिल कतै प्रब्लम नै हुँदैन हराउँछ होइन भने सो इट्स या यु क्यान डु द्याट बिकज मैले पनि मेरो आफ्नो स्टार्ट गर्दाखेरि चाहिँ मैले त्यसरी नै स्टार्ट गरेको हो I was also a very हुन्छ नि I was a big guy अनि अब अलिकति वेट थियो अनि पछि I was a beginner अनि त्यहाँबाट सर I knew how to bike भनेर म साइकल चलाउन आउँथ्यो सो मैले पनि एकदम सिडी बाइक चलाउन थालेँ सुरुमा त्यहाँबाट सुरु गर्दाखेरि चाहिँ अनि त्यसपछि बिस्तारै बिस्तारै यहीबाट स्टार्ट गरेको शिवपुरीबाटै आज त्यहाँसम्म जान्छु भन्दै गयो अनि त्यसपछि गर्दा अहिले चाहिँ अहिले I go places.
Okay. Hopefully
there's hope for a lot of big guys. The way he's put it.
So where does one start? So if somebody is interested to join you guys after listening to this podcast,
firstly they need to grow a beard. Which sorry Satyal, you're not ever.
You don't know how to cycle, man. Why?
No, beards and bicycles it's just a theme actually. You know, but globally it's a theme which is really big. If you go to Instagrams and Facebooks and all, there are a lot of pictures with actually real proper men, with long beards and all, along with their bikes. But अहिले चाहिँ नि beards and bicycles नेपाल भनेर चाहिँ नि हाम्रो आफ्नै एउटा ग्रुप भएर चाहिँ स्टार्ट गरेको जुनमा चाहिँ हाम्रो ग्रुपमा भएको केटाहरू चाहिँ सबैजना चाहिँ दे लुक लाइक हुन्छ नि beards and bicycles भने त्यो थिमसँग म्याच गर्छ कि सो
So, are there any specific events that happen throughout the year where beginners can join you guys? And like you talked about that night ride one time.
Oh, yeah.
Can you tell us a bit about that?
Yeah, so usually हामी आफै we join with the Himalayan single track. त्यहाँ चाहिँ नि we go there अनि त्यहाँ चाहिँ different kind of eventsहरू भइहाल्छ. There are night ridesमा चाहिँ नि इभिनिङको around 6 PM बाट स्टार्ट भएको अनि यही आउटस्कर्ट केटिएमको आउटस्कर्टमै घुम्दाखेरि चाहिँ देयर आर लट अफ प्लेसेस क्या अनि त्यसरी गइरहेको हुन्छ अनि अर्को भनेको मड राइड हुन्छ रेनी सिजनमा चाहिँ नि के बाहिर बाइकै ननिकाल्नु हुने हो त होइन नि होइन भनेर त्यसरी गइरहेको हुन्छ अफकोर्स त्यो एक्सपेन्सहरू हाई छ होइन एकदम महँगो छ माउन्टेन बाइकिङ इट सेल्फ इज अ भेरी एक्सपेन्सिभ हबी होइन एक्सपेन्स हाई छ तर त्यो इट क्यान बी पोसिबल अनि कल्चरल राइड हुन्छ अराउन्ड कृतिपुर एरिया टेम्पल रिजनतिर घुम्न मिल्छ देयर आर लट अफ थिङ्स the upcoming events are भइरहेको छ so we go there and join with them.
A lot of times it's not about finding trails and all, but it's about getting out of the house. We buy a bicycle and it's a really amazing bicycle, expensive but then 1 week later the bike is already inside a garage. It's properly
I think a lot of people are listening to us can relate right now. You know who you are.
We don't want to say your name right now. But त्यो प्रब्लम चाहिँ धेरै जस्तोको हुन्छ कि वेयर त्यो हाइपमा आएर इट्स द नेक्स्ट बिग थिङ गो ग्रिन भनेर भन्छ मान्छेहरूले अनि दे बाई दिज अमेजिङ बाइसिकल्स बट देन दे डोन्ट स्टार्ट राइडिङ इट वाट वुड यु से टु दिज काइन्ड अफ पिपल हु had an idea when they first bought the bike, I want to do this, I want to do that, I want to go on trails and everything. But 1 week later, it's
life happened. It's
kind of life happens, but yeah.
So see, it's basically it's all about circle. Okay, circle ma चाहिँ कस्तो हुन्छ नि त्यो हाम्रो ग्रुपमा कस्तो छ भन्ने कुरा हो कि there must be someone to motivate you, push yourself अनि तिमी जाऊ न गर भन्ने त्यो हुनुपर्ने हो कि अनि अब सोलो छ भने चाहिँ त्यो अलिकति यु निड टु बी क्रेजी फर्स्ट थिङ होइन म जान्छु नै भनेर हुन्छ अलिकति गर्स पनि हुनुपर्छ अर्को कुरा चाहिँ नि सर्कल भयो जुन मैले भने सर्कलमा चाहिँ नि इफ यु हेभ पिपल अराउन्ड जस्ट टु मोटिभेट यु जाम न त नयाँ ट्रेल जाम होइन अभियसली त्यो एउटै ट्रेलमा जाँदा इट्स काइन्ड अफ बोरिङ है त्यो अर्को ट्रेलमा जाम अब आज त्यहाँ जाम भन्दाखेरि चाहिँ हामीले चाहिँ हाम्रो ग्रुपमा चाहिँ कसो बियर्स एन्ड बाइसाइकल्स इट सेल्फ इज अ त्यो इन्डिभिजुअल सबैजना आफ्नो कुरा गर्दाखेरि चाहिँ नि हामी चाहिँ आफै एकअर्कालाई पम्प गरेर हुन्छ कि वी जस्ट ट्राई टु पुश आवरसेल्फ म्याप हेरेर हुन्छ वी गेट द म्याप पाइहाल्छ अनि त्यहाँबाट चाहिँ यो ट्रेलबाट कहाँ जान्छ होइन यो कहाँ लिड गर्छ भने त्यो भएको भएर चाहिँ नि यु क्यान जस्ट गो देयर अनि त्यही भएर त्यो जुन एक हप्तासम्म गरेर त्यो जुन जोस जाँगर हुन्छ नि त्यो चाहिँ जाँदैन कि त्यसपछि हुन्छ नि त आफै गरौँ न भनेर त्यो हुन्छ
Okay, so that is for those kind of people who have actually bought a bike and we're trying to help them get out of the house and actually use their bicycle.
Get out now.
What about the other majority of people who don't actually have a bike, but now that they've listened to you and now they would like to connect you and go places, they don't necessarily would want to buy a bike just for a weekend. So how can they get a bike? What is like the renting options of people?
Renting options मा चाहिँ नि म आफै पनि पैसा मसँग बाइक नहुँदा we used to go to the Himalayan single track. त्यहाँ गएपछि we used to go rent a bike for a day or maybe हुन्छ नि 2 to 3 days को गर्दा. So reasonable price नै छ. For the hardtail bikes it's around 1500 यस्तै छ. अनि for the full suspension bike like in 3500 3000 which is actually worth it. एकदमै त्यो you get a proper bike हैन. So there's no problem. त्यो त्यस्तो problem नै पनि हुँदैन.
Yeah, that means Silwal doesn't have to call me to carry all these things. So guys, if you don't want somebody making you do all those things, please invest 3,000 rupees.
There are
putting things into perspective.
There are a lot of bicycle stores that you can easily go up there and पछि राम्रोसँग कुरा गरेर you can get a lot of good bikes. राम्रो बाइक्सहरु आएको छ अहिले.
Yeah, म चाहिँ के भन्छु भन्दाखेरि if it's your first time or second time, spending that much amount would be a good investment because you'll know more about yourself. Can I do it? Is it my thing? भनेर आउँछ. And if you find that out, पछि गएर you might as well invest on it because you'll be helping the environment as well while you'll be helping yourself.
And let's take a simple example. If you have a bike and a motorbike, let's say, अब त्यो बाइकमा जुन कस्ट छ हैन त्यसमा फ्युल हाल यो गर त्यसमा त्यो जुन खर्च छ हैन मैले एउटा राम्रो इन्भेस्टमेन्ट गरेर if I get a good mountain bike त्यो जुन rather than burning a fuel I'm burning my fats, right? And त्यो हिसाबले गर्दा it's really good. So मेरो सजेसन हैन मेरो पर्सनल चोइस नै mountain bike हो. म सबैलाई नै त्यही भन्छु just get a bike हैन. Just go around हैन explore trails. It's really fun out there because outdoor activities are हुनै पर्छ हैन. Living in Kathmandu यस्तो ठाउँमा it is such a raw place हैन. It's the virgin ठाउँ छ and very untouched actually हैन. So just go out there.
You need to go out there and penetrate as much as possible.
We have some high school listeners. If you look at the comments from the last episode, we have some high school listeners. So
that's PG-13 anyways. So Beards and Bicycles, how do we get in touch with you guys? Do you have a Facebook official page, anything that?
Currently, I just have my own personal Instagram account. So there's an hashtag Beards and Bicycles.
We'll link that in our program notes so that they can contact you.
Yeah. So personally, or साथीहरु पनि छ. And you can contact me with them as well.
Okay, because we were talking about this before we started recording the podcast, and I think it's a great story, so I would want you to share it with our listeners. You talked about how somebody actually influenced you into biking and all these things, and then you went to Pokhara on a bike.
Yeah.
So how was that like? What is that like? Can we ever do it? I'm sure I'll not be able to do it unless I carry all those things and everything for him.
Satya will never be able to grow a beard, so the discussion is already over. At least I can learn how to ride a bicycle.
Oh, you guys, man. Come on. Alright, so back in 2011, I guess. Yeah, 2011. I was, as I said, I started biking. And I met this guy, and he was a very, very nice guy. And just inspire गर्नुभयो के भनेपछि मैले सोधेँ कहाँ गएर आको त म त पोखरा पुगेर आको ए हो र भनेपछि ओके ल ठिकै छ नि त क्यान आई डु दैट भनेपछि यु थिंक सो भन्ने भयो अनि त्यही हो के फेरि अलिकति हुन्छ नि मलाई त्यो चढिहाल्छ के फेरि अनि त्यसपछि अलिअलि प्लानिङहरु गरेको थिएँ अनि त्यसपछि गएँ म पनि अनि वेल podcast हो सो मेरो मम ड्याडले त्यति राम्रो सुन्नु हुँदैन नभए मलाई पनि हुन्छ किक आउट गर्नुहुन्छ स्योर so
that's 2 subscribers less. That's all that I see.
So it was 2011 December 23rd. I still remember that day. अनि यहाँबाट KTM to Malekhu to Pokhara directly 7 a.m. by 7 p.m. I was there.
Wow, yeah. For the first time.
I was like,
did you call that guy who said, can you do it?
Just on that, we had completely forgotten about this, but when we first started our podcast, the third, fourth episode of the Hari, there was a prominent magazine on Facebook. You probably know what magazine we're talking about. We heard it from someone that these guys will not last one. So,
but we've got great stamina.
So fuck you, man. If you're listening right now, you can swear as well. चढ्नु पर्दो रहेछ कि टाइम
एक्ज्याक्टली होइन त्यो भयो थियो अनि त्यसपछि चाहिँ नि त्यो फ्रम द्याट डे अहिलेसम्म चाहिँ आइम स्टिल बाइकिङ अनि यु नो अब रिसेन्टली आई जस्ट केम फ्रम लाङटाङ and त्यसपछि I complete the whole Annapurna circuit, cross the Thornla Pass. Yeah, on my bike. You know,
we bring people with credibility on the podcast.
Yeah, it was a crazy ride, you know. I mean, yeah, recently Bhakkare last October, crossed the Thornla Pass from Manang to Mustang, the whole Annapurna circuit.
Yeah. That's fantastic. And I think what's even more commendable about your story is you said you did this when तिमीले आफूले पनि अलिकति आफू बल्की भएको टाइममा मान्छेले गर्न सक्छ र भनेर सो मेबी अ लट अफ आवर लिसनर्स आर जस्ट नट टेकिङ दैट स्टेप बिकज दे फील लाइक दे आर टु हेभी टु राइड बिराइडिङ अन अ बाइसाइकल म सक्दिनँ भनेर छ होला बट देन इफ रजित कुड डु इट देन व्हाई कान्ट यु सो आई थिंक दैट वुड बी अ भेरी इन्स्पिरेसनल स्टोरी फर अस
जस्ट मैले त्यही भने कि अब people are going out there to, you know, they're going in the gym and पछि, you know, doing their own stuff अनि कोही आफ्नो आफ्नो, you know, workout गरिरहेछ but mountain biking ले चाहिँ that was my choice, right? मैले त्यो गर्दाखेरि चाहिँ नि I was more outside, एकदमै रमाइलो भएको थियो अनि पछि slowly, you know, having more fun त्यसले गर्दाखेरि मेरो weight पनि lose हुँदै गयो and now I'm fit and fine, you know, and still motivating, you know, more people अझै push गरिरहेछु so just do it भनेर so yeah.
So how long has it been that you've been doing this? कति लामो भएको छ?
Now it's 2007. So yeah, 2010 को end बाट मैले start गरे यो. So yeah, so
okay, Raj, one last question before we actually let you go. Also, हामीले हाम्रो conversation because we have a lot of female listeners as well. They might be feeling that ladies हरुको participation के कस्तो हुन्छ?
मैले चाहिँ मेरो चाहिँ नि
Raj is a nice guy by the way. Join him, you can trust him.
He just does not have a lot of beard.
So. Oh shit. Yeah, so yeah, मेरो personal choice पनि you know, मेरो personal message पनि to all the ladies out there. यो जुन क्लबिङ जुन गरेर आउँछ यो सुन्छ नि हैन जस्ट त्यो बाइक पनि there अरु कुरा नि गर्न मिल्छ हैन लेट्स नट से साइक्लिङ नै गर्नुपर्छ भन्ने छैन जस्ट गो आउट देयर यु नो हाइकिङ गर क्याम्पिङ गर हैन तर जस्ट डु इट अनि स्पेशली लेडिजहरुलाई पनि अहिले there are yeah लेडिज नाइट पनि हुन्छ लेडिज राइड पनि हुन्छ देयर इज दिस लेडी कॉल्ड जेनी कन्ट फ्रम अस्ट्रेलिया उले नै अर्गनाइज गर्ने हो हैन उहाँसँग डाइरेक्टली कन्ट्याक्ट गरे हुन्छ अनि लट अफ इभेन्ट्सहरु उहाँले नै अर्गनाइज गर्ने हो त्यहाँ अहिले चाहिँ नि पुश भइरहेको छ सबैजना राम्रो गरिरहेछ यु नो जस्ट डु इट
and the nice thing about this is you don't have to even take it full time. You have your own work and everything, but on weekends, on your free time, you can always go out and explore Kathmandu because it is a mysterious world.
Kathmandu itself is a very small place. It's a toilet actually, you know. Sabaiले गर्दा चिन्छ.
Okay, Raj, it is great having you on the show. Thank you for being a part of 18 Minutes with Satyal and Silwal.
Thank you so much.
We'll be back again next Tuesday at 7:30 p.m. because when it's a Tuesday and it's 7:30, you know it's time for perspectives, conversations, and stories.